What's up, YouTube? It's been a minute. I know a lot's going on in the world right now, and I'm just hoping that everybody's safe with this whole corona pandemic. But for you guys that are still working or, still trying to improve, this is going to be a real quick video. So I made a video a while back on making press grills, and I thought about it, and I realized that I kind of left something out. And that is, the the procedures are all the same, but I wanted to add a little trick and talk about it. So let's say you make a shape like this, right? And you're getting ready to do your press grills, or even if you're going to make a copy, here's a quick little trick that you can use to alleviate some of the issues. So let's say you're using some of this template tape, right? This is 1/2 inch. You wipe your piece down. You lay your tape down. When you're making an insert, you drill your 1/4 inch hole in here and you run it around, and then you pop it out and you have your negative and positive. Well, sometimes, you can wipe it down as best you can. You can wipe it down with alcohol. You can use your tape. Sometimes things just happen. A little trick that I've started doing a while back, and I should have discussed it, and I didn't, is when you're pushing down or pressing down, sometimes this can go, or it can kind of push in, and then your shape won't be 100% identical. And I don't care how good you are, it's happened to everybody. The tape might let go, the piece might bow, whatever the case may be. When this bit is spinning at whatever RPM you have it set, there's always a chance of vibration, chatter, and movement. So what you can do is take some templates, peel the backing off the tape. All right. Doing this with one hand. And you can lay a tape or the template against this piece here, press it down, and then it gives it some force to where your piece can't move left or right. And you do that in all your corners. So all right, and you'd stick another piece here. All right, you take another piece, and let's see, put this here. All right, and what you're doing, like I said, you're gonna try to hit all your main areas here, here. No surface area is gonna be an issue here, so put the piece here, whatever you can do. But with you doing this, this is now giving some more support, so that when you do hit these corners, straights, depending on how you're moving your piece, it's a little bit more secure. So in case this tape does, for whatever reason, start to go or give, or you run into any type of issues with vibration, whether you're, whatever you're doing, now you have some added support, so your piece can go left or right, and it can go top to bottom. So yeah, this is a little trick that I've learned throughout the years, just kind of trial and error. I know when I first started out, I just didn't know, and I figured out share it with you guys. 'Cause I know, for whatever reason, this tape, it works. I mean, don't get me wrong, the tape works. But just sometimes, depending on your work piece, if you can clean it, you can do whatever. It just happens, and it happens to the best of us. I don't care how good you are, it's happened at one point in your career. So, yeah, even if you rough cut the piece, let's say you weren't doing a press grill, you're just trying to get an insert, and you rough cut it. If the tape goes, lifts, or, the piece of the material that you're using doesn't adhere very well to that other piece, depending on it, like it might be like HDPE. We all know HDPE, depending on certain materials bonded to it, doesn't stick very well. Some tapes don't stick very well, depending on the type of HDPE. You can have the HDPE that's kind of textured. You might have the HDPE that's just real smooth. So yeah, this is a quick little tip. Just, add some braces around your piece so that when you're running that piece around, you won't get any type of chatter or movement, because it's nothing worse than, having your piece and then you copy it and it's got chatter marks. So either you have to redo the piece or sand the chatter marks out, which then you've taken material away. It's just a headache. You can CA glue it and then sand it, but it's not the same. You can use wood filler and then sand it, but the line isn't going to be the same. So this should be just like, a preventative measure when you're doing your work pieces, so that you don't have to do the piece over again. I'll try to do it in one shot versus having to make 2 and 3 copies. And then, as the wood is, or as the bearing is riding against the wood, it's just not going to be the same. So quick little tips and tricks video for Saturday. And again, I hope everybody's staying safe, staying in home unless you absolutely have to be. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for checking this out. Eric Markland, Markland Designs of Atlanta. Thanks. Take care. All right. So then here we go. We have our negative and our positive. I can do just basically make 2 copies because the left and the right side are symmetrical. So I have one for the left, I have one for the right, and then make my press grill box. Yeah, make 2. Well, actually, I can just make 1. I can make 1 press grill box. If you guys remember the video from before when I showed you how to use the metal dowels, so I can use the metal dowels, make my presses or my press grill box, and then press everything out on the press, and that's it. But yeah, just wanted to share that with you. It's just an easy way to do your inners and outers and not have to worry about the wood letting go. You can do 10 inserts like that, and you might get 9, and then what happens with number 10? Number 10 goes, then you got to redo it. So it's not, every application doesn't necessarily require it, but it's good to know that, it's better safe than sorry, especially when it comes to materials, because you don't want to waste any materials having to do something twice. So if you're comfortable with the tape, using a very large, like normally I use 1-inch tape. The only reason why I'm using this 1/2 inch is because I got it for a good deal. My buddy Charles Brazil at First Coast Auto Creation, we went in on some tape, and in the bundle came some 1/2 inch. But generally, I use 1-inch tape. But even still, there are instances where the 1-inch tape, you do want to, be safe. And like I said, it doesn't take anything to just, tape up some templates, and then boom, you're good to go. It doesn't hurt to, be safe, because, imagine doing this out of acrylic or expanded PVC. It's not cheap. So, you want to get it right the first time if you can. So again, hope that helps. Quick little tip, just add some templates around the corners for some added structure, structural support, and that's it.